In a world overwhelmed by noise, stress, and the constant pressure to do more and be more, finding true happiness can feel like chasing an illusion. But what if the answers have been with us all along, hidden in the timeless wisdom of ancient teachings? For centuries, Buddhism has illuminated a path to peace and fulfillment, offering simple yet profound truths for a life of joy and balance. In this video, we're unveiling 7 transformative secrets rooted in Buddhist philosophy that can help you break free from the chaos and rediscover what it truly means to be happy. Stay with us, because these insights have the power to change not just how you live, but how you feel. 1. Gratitude is your superpower. Gratitude has the remarkable ability to shift how we see the world. It helps us focus on the abundance already present in our lives, rather than dwelling on what we lack or wish we had. By practicing gratitude, we begin to notice and appreciate even the smallest blessings, such as the warmth of the sun on a chilly day, a friendly smile from a stranger, or the simple joy of a favorite song playing on the radio. This shift in perspective not only helps us feel more content, but also equips us to handle challenges with a positive and open mind. Practicing gratitude is easy and incredibly rewarding. One effective method is to start a daily gratitude journal. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect and write down 3 specific things you are grateful for. These could be as simple as a delicious meal, a productive conversation, or moments of laughter with loved ones. Over time, this practice rewires your brain, training it to naturally seek out positivity in your everyday life. As you continue to nurture gratitude, you'll notice profound changes in how you experience life. Moments of happiness become more vivid, your resilience to stress strengthens, and your overall outlook becomes more optimistic. Gratitude isn't just an occasional feeling, it's a powerful mindset that can transform your life from the inside out. Give it a try and watch as your happiness grows steadily with each passing day. 2. Prioritize relationships. Our connections with others are one of the greatest sources of happiness and fulfillment in life. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of relationships, teaching us that strong bonds with family, friends, and the community create a foundation for a joyful and meaningful life. When we prioritize relationships, we invest in mutual care, understanding, and support, which not only enriches our lives, but also the lives of those around us. To strengthen your relationships, start by being fully present when you interact with others. Listen without distractions, show genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings, and express gratitude for their presence in your life. Small acts of kindness, like a heartfelt compliment, a phone call to check in, or even just spending quality time together, can make a big difference. Additionally, it's important to nurture compassion and forgiveness in relationships. No one is perfect, and misunderstandings or conflicts are inevitable. Instead of holding on to resentment, approach these moments with empathy and a willingness to heal and move forward. Reflect on your relationships today. Is there someone who could use a little extra attention or care? Perhaps a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or a family member who might appreciate a simple gesture of love. By making an effort to prioritize and strengthen these connections, you'll not only foster happiness in others, but also deepen your own sense of belonging and joy. 3. Focus on the present moment. The present moment is where life truly happens. Yet, so often, we find ourselves distracted by regrets about the past or worries about the future. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness, being fully present in the here and now, is the key to experiencing life deeply and authentically. When we focus on the present moment, we free ourselves from the burdens of what was and what might be, creating space for clarity, peace, and joy. Mindfulness doesn't require grand gestures. It can be practiced in small, everyday moments. For example, when you eat, pay attention to the flavors, textures, and aroma of your food. When you walk, notice the rhythm of your steps, the feel of the ground beneath your feet, and the sights around you. Even something as simple as focusing on your breath, feeling it flow in and out, can anchor you to the present. Being mindful also helps us better manage our emotions. When we're present, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, letting them come and go like clouds passing in the sky. This practice prevents us from getting caught up in negative spirals and allows us to respond to situations with greater calm and intention. Start small. Take just 5 minutes a day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and tune into your surroundings. Notice the sounds, sensations, and sights around you. Gradually, you'll find that focusing on the present moment becomes second nature, bringing a sense of calm and happiness that ripples through your daily life. Remember, the present is the only moment we truly have, so cherish it fully. 4. Pursue purpose, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion that can trap us in endless cycles of self-doubt and frustration. Buddhism teaches us to let go of the unattainable goal of perfection and instead focus on living a life of purpose and meaning. When we align our actions with our core values and passions, we find fulfillment that far outweighs the fleeting satisfaction of trying to be flawless. Living with purpose means identifying what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, what brings you joy? What makes you feel alive and connected to the world? For some, it might be creating art, helping others, or nurturing relationships. For others, it could be pursuing knowledge, working on a meaningful project, or simply living with kindness and integrity. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. Even small, consistent acts of intention can make a profound difference. The pursuit of perfection often stems from fear of failure, judgment, or inadequacy. But when we shift our focus to purpose, we embrace imperfection as a natural part of growth. Mistakes become opportunities to learn, adapt, and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world. Take time to reflect on your life. Are your daily actions aligned with what you value most? If not, consider small changes that can bring you closer to a purposeful life. Maybe it's setting aside time to volunteer, reconnecting with a forgotten passion, or simply being kinder to yourself. By pursuing purpose, you'll free yourself from the pressures of perfection and discover a more authentic and fulfilling way of living. 5. Embrace change as growth. Change is one of life's only constants, yet it's something many of us resist. Whether it's a new job, the end of a relationship, or simply the passing of time, change often feels uncomfortable and uncertain. Buddhism teaches us that impermanence is a natural and inevitable part of life, and by learning to embrace it, we can transform change into a powerful opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When we resist change, we create suffering. Clinging to what was or fearing what might come prevents us from fully experiencing the present moment. However, when we accept change as a part of life's natural flow, we open ourselves to new possibilities and perspectives. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try reframing the question to, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in mindset allows us to approach change with curiosity and resilience rather than fear. Consider a time in your life when change led to something positive. Perhaps moving to a new city introduced you to lifelong friends, or ending a difficult relationship made space for personal growth and healing. These experiences remind us that even though change can be challenging, it often leads to new beginnings and unexpected blessings. Buddhism also encourages us to see change as an opportunity to let go of attachments. When we hold on tightly to people, possessions, or identities, we limit our ability to adapt and grow. By releasing these attachments, we free ourselves to embrace life as it unfolds, with all its ups and downs. Embracing change doesn't mean you won't feel sadness or fear. It's natural to grieve what's lost. But by acknowledging these feelings and allowing yourself to process them, you can move forward with a sense of peace and acceptance. Meditation and mindfulness practices can help during times of transition by grounding you in the present moment and providing clarity amid uncertainty. Practical steps can also make embracing change easier. Start by focusing on what you can control rather than what you can't. Break down big transitions into smaller, manageable steps and seek support from loved ones or a community. Surrounding yourself with understanding and encouragement can make even the toughest changes feel more bearable. Remember that change is a teacher. Each shift in your life, no matter how small or significant, brings with it lessons that help you grow into the person you're meant to be. Embrace change as a path to self-discovery, and you'll find that it's not something to fear, but a powerful force that can enrich your journey. When you begin to view change as a natural part of life, you'll discover the beauty in its impermanence. Life is not static. It's a continuous flow of experiences, each one offering you a chance to grow, evolve, and find new sources of happiness. By embracing change, you'll uncover a deeper sense of freedom and resilience that will carry you through life's many transitions. 6. Take care of your mind and body. A happy and fulfilling life starts with taking care of yourself, both mentally and physically. Buddhism teaches the importance of balance and harmony in every aspect of our lives, including how we care for our bodies and minds. When we prioritize our well-being, we create a strong foundation for happiness, resilience, and inner peace. Taking care of your mind involves nurturing your thoughts and emotions. Our minds are often busy with worries, fears, or endless to-do lists, which can leave us feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Practices like mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools to quiet the mind and create space for clarity and calm. Even a few minutes of daily meditation, focusing on your breath or repeating a calming mantra, can reduce stress and help you feel more centered. Over time, these practices build mental strength, enabling you to navigate challenges with greater ease. Self-care for the mind also means being mindful of what you consume. Just as our bodies need nourishing food, our minds thrive on positive and inspiring input. Limit exposure to negativity, whether it's toxic relationships, excessive social media, or distressing news. Instead, fill your mental space with uplifting books, meaningful conversations, and moments of gratitude. Remember, the thoughts you nurture shape your inner world. Equally important is caring for your body. Physical health and mental well-being are deeply interconnected. When you move your body, eat well, and get enough rest, you not only feel better physically, but also boost your mood and energy levels. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. Simple activities like walking, stretching, or yoga can have profound effects on your physical and mental health. These activities also provide an opportunity to connect with the present moment, making them a form of mindfulness in action. Nutrition is another essential part of self-care. A balanced diet with plenty of whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and hydration supports your body's ability to function optimally. Pay attention to how food makes you feel. Eating mindfully can help you build a healthier relationship with your meals. Small changes, like reducing processed foods or adding more plant-based options, can have a big impact over time. Rest and recovery are just as vital. In our fast-paced world, sleep is often neglected, but it's crucial for both physical and mental health. Create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down, such as turning off screens an hour before bed, practicing relaxation techniques, or reading a calming book. Quality sleep recharges your body and mind, preparing you to face each day with energy and focus. Take time to do activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing a creative hobby, or connecting with loved ones, these moments nourish your spirit and provide a sense of balance. Self-care is not selfish. It's a necessary part of living a happy and meaningful life. By prioritizing your well-being, you're better equipped to show up for others and engage fully with the world around you. Reflect on your current habits. Are you giving your mind and body the care they deserve? If not, start small. Incorporate one new healthy habit into your routine this week, whether it's a 10-minute walk, a nutritious breakfast, or a short meditation session. Remember, your mind and body are your most valuable assets. Treat them with kindness and respect, and they will support you in leading a life of vitality, joy, and inner peace. When you care for yourself, you create the conditions for long-lasting happiness. You deserve it. 7. Give without expecting. Generosity is one of the core teachings of Buddhism, and it holds the key to creating a happier, more meaningful life. The simple act of giving, whether it's your time, resources, energy, or kindness, has the power to bring joy not only to others, but also to yourself. When you give without expecting anything in return, you cultivate a sense of abundance, compassion, and connection to the world around you. True generosity comes from the heart. It isn't about the size of what you give, but the intention behind it. Even small acts of kindness can create ripples of positivity. A smile to a stranger, a few minutes to help a colleague, or a thoughtful message to a friend can brighten someone's day. When you give freely, you're contributing to the happiness of others, which in turn nourishes your own spirit. Buddhism teaches that selfless giving, known as dana, is one of the highest virtues. It's a practice that helps us overcome selfishness and attachment, allowing us to focus on the well-being of others. Giving without expecting anything in return fosters a sense of humility and gratitude, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all beings. It's not about earning recognition or rewards, but about spreading joy and kindness purely for its own sake. Generosity also creates a cycle of positivity. When you give, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions encourage a culture of kindness and reciprocity, creating stronger bonds and a sense of community. Moreover, giving activates feelings of empathy and purpose within you, which are essential for long-term happiness and fulfillment. It's important to remember that generosity doesn't have to involve material possessions. Some of the most meaningful gifts cost nothing at all. Your time, your attention, your patience, and your willingness to listen. In fact, one of the greatest gifts you can offer is simply being present for someone who needs support or encouragement. To embrace the practice of giving, look for small ways to incorporate generosity into your daily life. Offer to help a neighbor, donate to a cause you care about, or share knowledge and skills with someone who could benefit from them. Each act of giving, no matter how small, contributes to a kinder, more compassionate world. Selfless giving also extends to yourself. Be generous in offering yourself understanding, forgiveness, and self-care. By treating yourself with kindness, you strengthen your ability to give to others without feeling depleted or resentful. Reflect on how you can give more freely and selflessly in your life. What opportunities do you have to make a positive impact on others? Start with one small act of kindness today and notice how it makes you feel. As you give, let go of any expectations or attachments to the outcome and simply enjoy the act itself. Generosity is a powerful force that transcends barriers, builds connections, and uplifts everyone it touches. When you give without expecting, you embody the essence of compassion and create a deeper sense of joy and purpose in your own life. By embracing this practice, you'll discover that true happiness lies not in what you receive, but in what you give away. 8. Cultivate patience and acceptance. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. Buddhism teaches us that patience and acceptance are essential virtues for navigating these difficulties with grace and resilience. By embracing patience, we learn to endure life's struggles without frustration, and through acceptance, we find peace with the things we cannot control. Patience is the ability to remain calm and steady in the face of obstacles, whether they come from external circumstances or our own internal emotions. It helps us approach life with a sense of balance, rather than reacting impulsively to every inconvenience or delay. Patience doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means giving yourself the space to process them without letting them take over. Acceptance goes hand in hand with patience. It's about acknowledging life as it is, rather than fighting against reality. This doesn't mean giving up or resigning yourself to unhappiness. Instead, it means letting go of resistance and opening yourself to the lessons each situation can teach. Acceptance allows you to find clarity and move forward with a sense of purpose. In practice, cultivating patience and acceptance begins with mindfulness. When you encounter a stressful situation, take a deep breath and focus on the present moment. Instead of reacting immediately, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I respond with kindness? This small pause can make a big difference in how you handle challenges. Remember that patience and acceptance also apply to yourself. Personal growth is a journey, and it's normal to make mistakes or feel stuck at times. Be patient with your progress and accept that growth often happens in small, incremental steps. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would offer to a loved one. To nurture these qualities, try incorporating a simple mantra into your daily routine. For example, repeat to yourself, "This moment is enough," or "I accept what I cannot change." Over time, this practice can help you develop a deeper sense of calm and resilience. Reflect on your own life. Are there situations or relationships where you could practice more patience or acceptance? Maybe it's being kinder to a difficult coworker, finding peace with a past disappointment, or simply giving yourself the time you need to heal or grow. Each moment you approach with patience and acceptance brings you closer to inner peace. By cultivating patience and acceptance, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and open your heart to the beauty of life's imperfections. These virtues remind us that even amid life's challenges, there is always room for growth, understanding, and a sense of calm that carries us forward. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a practice. The wisdom of Buddhism reminds us that by cultivating gratitude, focusing on relationships, and embracing growth, we can create a life of profound joy and serenity. Thank you for spending your time with us today. If these secrets resonated with you, share this video with someone who could use a little more peace and happiness in their life. And remember to subscribe for more life-changing insights. Until next time, take care and be well. What if I told you that the greatest power you'll ever possess lies within your mind? That no matter how weak you feel, you have the ability to transform yourself into someone unstoppable. In a world filled with challenges, chaos, and constant pressure, your mental strength can be the one thing that sets you apart. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of how to move from feeling powerless to becoming an unshakable force. With the wisdom of Buddhism, we'll explore how to turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth and build a mindset that no challenge can defeat. Get ready to discover the power of your own mind and become the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. 1. Understanding mental weakness. The first step toward becoming mentally strong is understanding mental weakness. Often, we view weakness as a permanent state, but the truth is that weakness is a product of the mind. In Buddhism, the belief that your thoughts shape your reality is central. When you experience mental weakness, it's typically the result of a negative mindset, thoughts of fear, doubt, or insecurity. Mental weakness manifests when you let your fears dictate your decisions, or when you feel powerless in the face of life's challenges. But weakness is not a permanent condition. By simply becoming aware of how your mind works and how it creates your experience of life, you can begin to transform weakness into strength. Through mindfulness meditation, we can observe our thoughts without judgment, and through this observation, we become aware of the harmful thoughts that undermine our confidence. Understanding mental weakness means acknowledging your thoughts and emotions as they are and realizing that they don't define you. By recognizing them, you can consciously choose to replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. The practice of awareness is the gateway to overcoming mental weakness and stepping into your inner strength. As Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Mental weakness is not permanent. It's something that can be transformed with awareness and effort. 2. Embrace adversity, the power of challenges. In Buddhism, adversity is not something to avoid, but a powerful force for personal growth. We often think of adversity as something that weakens us, but in truth, it is an opportunity for profound transformation. Life is full of challenges, difficult relationships, unexpected setbacks, financial struggles, or emotional pain, but each of these experiences offers a chance to develop inner strength. When you face adversity with the Buddhist mindset, you understand that suffering and challenges are not obstacles, but part of the path to enlightenment. Buddha taught that life is suffering, but that suffering is not something to run from, it's something to learn from. When you change your perspective and embrace adversity as an integral part of your journey, you begin to shift your mindset from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. Embracing adversity means not being afraid to face challenges head-on. Instead of avoiding difficult situations, you learn to face them with an open heart, trusting that the experience will help you grow stronger. With each obstacle you overcome, your confidence in your ability to handle life's difficulties deepens. As the Buddha said, "Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars." Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. 3. Cultivating mental resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulties, and it's one of the most important qualities of a mentally strong person. In Buddhism, resilience is not just about surviving hardship, but about learning from it and emerging stronger. It is the ability to keep going even when life is hard. Resilience doesn't mean being unaffected by adversity. It means having the strength to face it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Building mental resilience starts with acceptance, accepting that life will have ups and downs, that setbacks are inevitable, and that we cannot control everything. This acceptance allows us to move through life with greater equanimity. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness and meditation helps build this resilience as it trains the mind to stay grounded, calm, and focused, even in times of emotional turmoil. When you are resilient, you don't get stuck in your suffering, you rise above it. Resilience is cultivated through persistent practice, self-reflection, and learning to face fear, rejection, and pain without being consumed by it. With each experience of hardship, your mental strength grows, making you more prepared for whatever comes next. Mental resilience allows you to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. Resilience is built through practice, persistence, and a positive mindset. 4. Developing an unstoppable mindset. To become mentally unstoppable, you need to develop a mindset that is unshakable in the face of adversity. The Buddhist path teaches us to cultivate patience, persistence, and self-mastery, key qualities of an unstoppable mindset. A mentally unstoppable person does not give up after a failure. They use every setback as an opportunity to learn and grow. This mindset comes from fully understanding that life is not about avoiding difficulties, but about embracing them with courage and clarity. When you face challenges with unwavering belief in yourself and your abilities, you become invincible. An unstoppable mindset is one that doesn't let external circumstances dictate your emotional state or sense of self-worth. You are in control of your mind, and you understand that your thoughts create your reality. A key practice in developing this mindset is self-affirmation. By regularly affirming your strength, resilience, and ability to overcome any obstacle, you begin to believe it on a deeper level. The more you affirm these qualities, the stronger your mindset becomes. With time, you'll notice that your responses to adversity become more measured and calm. Your belief in your own abilities becomes rock solid. An unstoppable mindset is built on patience, belief in yourself, and persistence. 5. Taking action. No matter how small, Buddhism teaches that action is essential, but it's not just about taking any action. It's about mindful action, or action that is both intentional and purposeful. Many times we find ourselves feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or paralyzed by the fear of failure or the enormity of our goals. The more we focus on how difficult the task ahead may seem, the more we hesitate to take the first step. But in Buddhism, there is a profound truth. Action, no matter how small, is one of the most powerful tools for growth and progress. Even the smallest steps can have a big impact over time. When you are feeling mentally overwhelmed or trapped in a cycle of negative thinking, the best way to break free is through action. Taking the first step, however small, sets everything in motion. It could be as simple as making a phone call you've been avoiding, writing down your thoughts to organize them, or setting a tiny achievable goal for the day. These actions might seem insignificant in the moment, but they all move you forward in ways you might not immediately notice. The key here is mindful action, focusing on what you can do in the present moment with the resources available to you. You don't need to solve everything all at once. In fact, trying to do too much too quickly can overwhelm you and cause you to freeze up. Instead, by focusing on one small task at a time, you allow yourself to take things step by step. Every small task you complete gives you a sense of accomplishment and builds the momentum needed to tackle bigger challenges. By committing to daily action, no matter how small, you begin to build a habit of progress. The more you practice this, the more you start to understand that success is not about taking huge leaps, but about making consistent, incremental steps every day. Over time, these small actions accumulate and compound, leading to significant progress that you may not have thought possible at first. It's important to remember that even the smallest action can lead to a big change. For instance, if you're trying to get healthier, starting with just a 10-minute walk each day might seem insignificant, but after a few weeks, you'll notice improvements in your energy levels and mindset. Or, if you're looking to be more productive, setting aside 10 minutes a day to work on a project can, over time, add up to hours of focused work. Small actions create momentum, and momentum is the key to moving forward in any aspect of life. When you take small, consistent actions, you not only move toward your goals, but also rewire your mind to become more proactive and solution-oriented. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or feeling paralyzed by the enormity of a task, you develop a habit of stepping forward, regardless of how small the step may be. This mindset shifts you from a place of inaction to a place of empowerment, knowing that every effort counts and that progress is made one small action at a time. When you engage in mindful action, you also develop patience with yourself. You begin to understand that it's okay not to have everything figured out or completed in one go. Life is not a race, but a journey where each step, no matter how slow, takes you closer to where you want to be. As you build this habit, you also foster a sense of self-discipline and trust in your ability to navigate challenges, no matter how small they may seem. Over time, you'll notice that small actions, repeated consistently, start to compound, creating a snowball effect of success. By making steady progress each day, you also boost your self-esteem. You'll recognize that you are capable of handling more than you originally thought, and with each small victory, your belief in yourself will grow stronger. Eventually, the actions that once felt difficult or uncomfortable will become second nature. You will start taking on bigger challenges with confidence, knowing that the habit of consistent action has already proven its power. So, remember that no action is too small. Each one plays a vital role in transforming your life and strengthening your mind. When you take one step, you are already closer to the person you want to become. 6. Cultivate compassion for yourself. To become mentally strong, it is essential to cultivate compassion for yourself. In Buddhism, self-compassion is one of the most powerful practices for maintaining emotional balance and building inner strength. Often, we are our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up for mistakes, for not meeting expectations, or for not being where we think we should be in life. But this constant self-criticism weakens us and prevents us from growing. Self-compassion, on the other hand, allows us to accept ourselves fully, flaws and all, and helps us move forward with more kindness and understanding. Buddhism teaches that self-compassion is not about excusing or tolerating negative behavior. It's about acknowledging your imperfections while treating yourself with care and patience. When we practice self-compassion, we stop viewing ourselves as failures when things go wrong. Instead, we see ourselves as human beings who are learning and evolving. Mistakes become opportunities for growth, not reasons to berate ourselves. By being kind to ourselves in times of difficulty, we nurture a sense of emotional resilience that allows us to handle life's challenges more effectively. Practicing self-compassion also means recognizing our worth, regardless of our external circumstances. It is easy to tie our self-worth to achievements or validation from others. But Buddhism teaches us that true worth comes from within. You are not defined by your accomplishments, your mistakes, or the opinions of others. You are inherently valuable because you exist. When you cultivate this mindset, you start to feel more grounded and confident in who you are. This self-assurance helps you face challenges with grace, knowing that no matter the outcome, you are enough. Another crucial aspect of self-compassion is forgiving yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, but it's often our inability to forgive ourselves that holds us back. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of letting go of past regrets and learning from them rather than dwelling on them. By forgiving yourself, you free up emotional space to focus on growth, learning, and the present moment. Self-forgiveness creates room for healing, allowing you to move forward without being weighed down by guilt or shame. Self-compassion also teaches us patience. In a world where we are constantly striving for success, it's easy to become frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like. But by practicing self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with the same patience and understanding we would offer a friend. We stop rushing the process and instead allow ourselves the time to grow, learn, and heal. Patience with ourselves is crucial for building mental strength because it helps us face difficulties with a calm and open mind instead of reacting impulsively or harshly. When we are compassionate with ourselves, we also become more resilient in the face of adversity. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, we view them as part of the natural process of growth. When you make mistakes, treat yourself as you would a dear friend. Acknowledge the difficulty, learn from it, and move on without shame. This kind of self-love and self-care builds a foundation of strength that allows you to keep moving forward in the face of any obstacle. Self-compassion encourages emotional balance. It helps you regulate your emotions more effectively because you are not caught up in the negative cycles of self-blame or guilt. When you are kind to yourself, you develop a sense of inner peace that enables you to respond to challenges with calmness and clarity. This emotional balance enhances your ability to make thoughtful decisions and act with wisdom. Self-compassion is a form of self-care that nurtures your mental strength. It is not about avoiding challenges or excusing mistakes, but about accepting yourself fully, flaws and all, and using every experience, good or bad, as an opportunity to grow stronger. With self-compassion, you begin to realize that you don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You only need to be kind to yourself, trust in your ability to grow, and be patient with the process. When you treat yourself with love and care, you develop the mental fortitude to face any challenge and continue moving toward your goals with confidence. 7. The final transformation, from weak to unstoppable. The final transformation from weak to unstoppable happens when all the lessons learned through the journey come together and create a profound shift in your mindset. In Buddhism, the concept of transformation is central as it teaches that nothing is fixed or permanent. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and you don't have to be the same person tomorrow. The process of becoming mentally unstoppable is an ongoing journey that is shaped by your choices, mindset, and actions each day. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but when you integrate the practices of mindfulness, self-compassion, resilience, and purposeful action into your life, the changes are powerful and undeniable. When you begin to understand your mental weaknesses and take the necessary steps to address them, you unlock a sense of personal power that you may have never realized was there. The ability to face life's challenges with courage, clarity, and composure becomes second nature. You no longer react to difficulties with fear, doubt, or frustration. Instead, you greet each challenge as an opportunity for growth and a stepping stone on your path to becoming stronger. The mindset that once held you back becomes the force that propels you forward. Resilience plays a key role in this transformation. It is the inner strength that allows you to recover from setbacks, learn from mistakes, and stay focused on your long-term goals, no matter the obstacles that come your way. When you've cultivated resilience, every setback is no longer seen as a failure, but as a lesson that teaches you something valuable. As you continue to build this resilience, your ability to bounce back from adversity strengthens, and your mind becomes more focused on solutions instead of problems. The journey from weak to unstoppable also involves the development of an unstoppable mindset, a belief in your own ability to handle whatever life throws at you. This mindset is built on a foundation of self-confidence, which grows each time you take action, no matter how small. The more you act with intention and persistence, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to demonstrate your strength, not as threats to your well-being. This shift in perspective makes all the difference in transforming your mindset and your life. Along the way, you'll also learn the importance of patience and trust in the process. In Buddhism, it's understood that everything happens in its own time, and trying to rush the process only creates frustration and stress. You begin to realize that transformation is not a race, but a steady, deliberate process of growth. This realization takes the pressure off and allows you to be more patient with yourself and others. When you stop rushing and let things unfold naturally, you create space for greater clarity, creativity, and inner peace. The cultivation of self-compassion is crucial in this transformation. As you move from weak to unstoppable, you'll encounter moments of failure and struggle. It's easy to feel discouraged during these times, but it's important to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Self-compassion allows you to acknowledge your struggles without judgment, to learn from them without self-criticism, and to continue moving forward with resilience and grace. This compassion nurtures your inner strength and helps you stay on course even when things get tough. As you embrace this transformation, you will also experience a deeper connection to your purpose. In Buddhism, it is believed that every individual has a unique path to follow, and once you begin to understand your own true nature, you align your actions with your deeper values. When you know what truly matters to you, you become unstoppable because your energy is focused on your purpose, not distracted by external opinions or pressures. Your actions are guided by a sense of clarity and direction, which makes your journey more fulfilling and rewarding. The final transformation from weak to unstoppable is not about perfection, but about evolving into a more resilient, compassionate, and focused version of yourself. It's about building the mental strength to overcome obstacles, bounce back from adversity, and keep moving forward with confidence. When you commit to this process, you unlock your true potential and become someone who is not easily shaken by life's challenges. You grow stronger, more focused, and more capable of navigating life with ease. You will realize that you are no longer the person who shies away from challenges or feels overwhelmed by them. Instead, you become someone who faces every challenge with grace, clarity, and unshakable strength. This is the final transformation, the moment you shift from weakness to unstoppable power. You are no longer controlled by fear, doubt, or external circumstances. You are the creator of your own destiny, and nothing can stand in your way. Becoming mentally unstoppable is not about avoiding challenges, but about developing the mindset and resilience to overcome them. Through Buddhist teachings, we learn to embrace adversity, take consistent action, and build the mental strength to face life with unwavering confidence. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to becoming the mentally unstoppable person you were always meant to be. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on building mental strength through Buddhism. And remember, your mind is your greatest ally. Cultivate it, and you'll become unstoppable. Imagine a life where nothing can shake your peace, where no matter what chaos or negativity surrounds you, you remain calm, unbothered, and deeply positive. How powerful would that be? Today, we're diving into 7 transformative Buddhist lessons that will help you cultivate this inner strength and peace. As Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. If you're ready to unlock that unshakable calm, stay with me, because this could change your life forever. 1. Breathe to anchor your mind before stress overwhelms you. In Buddhism, breathing is seen as one of the most powerful tools to help you stay calm and centered. When life feels overwhelming or stress starts to build up, the first thing you can do is pause and take a slow, deep breath. This simple act of breathing helps bring your focus back to the present moment, pulling you away from stressful thoughts and emotions. By paying attention to your breath, you're not just calming your body, but also your mind. When you feel stressed, your mind races, and it's easy to react emotionally, often in ways you might regret later. But by taking a few deep breaths, you give yourself the space to slow down and think clearly. You can respond thoughtfully to whatever is happening, rather than just reacting on impulse. Breathing becomes a tool to take back control of your emotions. As the Buddhist teacher said, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. This means that every breath you take can bring relaxation and even a sense of peace or joy. So, the next time you feel stress rising, remember to stop and breathe. It's a small step that makes a big difference in how you handle stressful situations. 2. Reframe negative thoughts into positive ones. Negative thoughts are something we all experience, but in Buddhism, it's taught that how we handle these thoughts is what matters most. When you find yourself overwhelmed by negativity, instead of letting those thoughts take over, you can learn to shift your mindset. This is called reframing. It means looking at a difficult situation from a different, more positive perspective. For example, if something goes wrong, instead of thinking, "This is terrible," try asking yourself, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I grow from this experience?" By doing this, you train your mind to find the opportunity hidden within every challenge. This practice of reframing doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect, but rather understanding that every situation has the potential to teach you something valuable. As Buddha wisely said, we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. This means that your mind is like a garden. If you plant positive, hopeful thoughts, you'll grow a life full of positivity and peace. But if you let negative thoughts take root, they can spread and cloud your mind, making it hard to see the good in anything. The next time a negative thought pops up, try to pause, recognize it, and then gently guide your mind to look for something positive. Over time, this practice can transform how you see the world, helping you stay calm and optimistic no matter what comes your way. 3. Detach emotionally or be controlled by chaos. Life is full of chaos, whether it's challenges at work, personal struggles, or conflicts with others. If we let every little thing affect us emotionally, it can feel like we're constantly being pulled in all directions, losing our sense of peace. That's why Buddhism teaches the importance of emotional detachment. Emotional detachment doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent. Instead, it means learning to observe your emotions without being controlled by them. When something stressful happens, it's easy to get swept up in frustration, anger, or sadness. But when you practice emotional detachment, you take a step back and simply notice those feelings instead of letting them control you. This allows you to remain calm and centered, even when everything around you is chaotic. By detaching emotionally, you are able to make decisions with a clear mind rather than reacting impulsively. Think of it this way: if your emotions are like waves, emotional detachment helps you stay anchored rather than being tossed around by every wave that comes your way. You observe the wave, acknowledge it, but you don't let it sweep you off your feet. Buddha said, "Attachment is the root of suffering." When we cling too tightly to emotions, we suffer because we become overly involved in them. But by learning to let go of that attachment, we can free ourselves from the emotional roller coaster and maintain inner peace. The next time you feel a strong emotion, take a deep breath and remind yourself to simply observe the feeling. Ask yourself, is this emotion serving me, or is it controlling me? This small practice can help you remain calm and keep chaos from taking over your life. 4. Reframe challenges or let them crush you. Life is full of challenges, but how we choose to view them makes all the difference. In Buddhism, we are taught to reframe challenges, to see them not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. The truth is, difficulties are a natural part of life, and trying to avoid them only creates more suffering. Instead, by changing how you think about your challenges, you can transform obstacles into stepping stones. Think about it this way: a challenge is like a heavy rock. If you carry it on your back and view it as a burden, it will weigh you down and crush your spirit. But if you choose to see that rock as something you can use to strengthen yourself, it becomes an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. Buddha said, "In the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but by perseverance." This means that, like water, you can flow around or over challenges with persistence instead of letting them block your path. It's not about fighting against life's difficulties, but finding a way to move through them gracefully. Whenever you face a challenge, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can this help me grow?" This simple shift in mindset turns difficulties into teachers, helping you stay calm and positive even in tough times. Without this perspective, challenges will feel overwhelming and can easily crush your spirit. Remember, growth often comes from the toughest moments. By reframing challenges, you can approach them with a sense of purpose and strength rather than fear and frustration. 5. Let go of what you can't control, or it will drain your energy. One of the core teachings in Buddhism is learning to let go of what is beyond your control. So much of our stress and suffering comes from trying to control things that we simply can't. Whether it's other people's opinions, unexpected life events, or the outcome of a situation, when we try to control the uncontrollable, we waste our energy and create inner turmoil. Buddhism teaches that real peace comes from accepting what is and focusing only on what we can change. Imagine you're trying to hold on tightly to sand in your hand. The harder you grip, the more the sand slips through your fingers. In the same way, the more you try to control things you can't, the more stressed, anxious, and frustrated you become. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing where your energy can make a difference and where it can't. Buddha said, "Let go of what's gone, be grateful for what remains, and look forward to what is coming." This means we must release our attachment to the past, the things we wish we could change, but can't. When we let go of what we cannot control, we free ourselves from mental and emotional exhaustion. Here's how you can start practicing this in everyday life. Think of something that's been stressing you out. Maybe it's an argument with a friend, a problem at work, or even something as small as bad traffic. Ask yourself, can I change this situation? If the answer is no, then it's time to let it go. This doesn't mean ignoring the problem. It means choosing not to let it drain your energy. Instead, focus on what you can control, like how you respond to the situation. One powerful way to practice letting go is through mindfulness meditation. During meditation, we often observe our thoughts without getting attached to them. Thoughts may come and go, but we don't need to cling to them or let them dominate our emotions. This same principle applies to life. Observe what's happening, and if it's beyond your control, acknowledge it and let it pass. Another helpful mindset shift is to focus on acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you approve of or enjoy a difficult situation. It means you acknowledge reality as it is. When we resist reality, when we keep wishing things were different, we create suffering for ourselves. But when we accept things as they are, we create the space to find peace, even in difficult circumstances. There's a great deal of freedom in letting go. It allows you to channel your energy into areas where you can actually make a difference, like improving yourself, helping others, and making positive changes in your life. Holding on to things beyond your control is like carrying around unnecessary baggage, and letting go lightens your load. In the end, letting go is about trust. Trusting that life will unfold as it's meant to, and that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. As Buddha also taught, the root of suffering is attachment. By releasing your attachment to controlling everything, you break free from the mental chains that hold you down. So next time you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or frustrated, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I can't control everything, and that's okay. Let go of what you can't change and focus on where your power truly lies. 6. Cultivate gratitude or drown in negativity. Gratitude is one of the most powerful antidotes to negativity, and it plays a central role in Buddhist teachings. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong, what we don't have, or how life isn't meeting our expectations. When we let these thoughts take over, we can easily spiral into negativity, which drains our happiness, motivation, and inner peace. But when we shift our mindset towards gratitude, everything changes. We begin to see the beauty and abundance in our lives, no matter how small. In Buddhism, gratitude is not just about feeling thankful for the obvious blessings like good health, a loving family, or financial stability. It's about appreciating every moment, every challenge, and every experience, good or bad. This is because every situation offers something to be grateful for, even if it's just the lesson it teaches us. Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This reminds us that there is always something to be thankful for, no matter how small. Maybe today wasn't perfect, but perhaps it brought you a moment of clarity, a lesson learned, or even just a quiet moment of peace. Gratitude can help you focus on these positive aspects, no matter how small, and that shift can make a huge difference in your outlook. Gratitude is a way of transforming how you view the world. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, you train your mind to recognize abundance. The more you focus on what you have, the more you realize how much you've been overlooking. Even in difficult times, gratitude helps you stay grounded and find joy in the present moment. Here's why this practice is so powerful. When you focus on the negative, you give it more power. The more you dwell on what's wrong, the bigger those problems seem to become. Negativity breeds more negativity, creating a cycle that's hard to break free from. On the other hand, gratitude shifts your focus toward the positive, allowing you to break free from this cycle. When you train your mind to see the good, you bring more positive energy into your life. One practical way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be big things. They could be as simple as enjoying a warm cup of tea, having a comfortable bed to sleep in, or receiving a smile from a stranger. Over time, this practice helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what's present in your life. Another powerful practice is to express gratitude verbally or through small actions. Thank the people in your life for the ways they support and love you. Show appreciation for the world around you by taking a moment to admire the beauty of nature or the comforts of your home. Buddhism teaches that gratitude should not just be an internal feeling, but something you share with others. When you express your gratitude, you not only enhance your own sense of well-being, but you also spread positivity to those around you. But what about difficult times? How do you practice gratitude when everything seems to be going wrong? This is where the real challenge lies, but it's also where gratitude is most powerful. Buddhism encourages us to find value even in our struggles. Every hardship carries a lesson, and every challenge helps us grow. For example, if you're going through a tough time at work, you might feel overwhelmed and frustrated. But instead of letting that negativity consume you, try to find something to be grateful for, such as the opportunity to develop resilience, patience, or problem-solving skills. It's also helpful to remember that life is impermanent. Nothing lasts forever, including the challenges you're facing. By cultivating gratitude in the present moment, you can appreciate the good that exists now without worrying too much about the future or regretting the past. This practice helps you stay calm and positive, even when life is difficult. Gratitude has the power to transform your entire perspective. It helps you stop taking things for granted and start appreciating the richness of life. It's about seeing life as a gift, full of small moments of beauty, kindness, and opportunity. In Buddhism, the practice of gratitude is deeply tied to mindfulness. When you're mindful, you notice the small, often overlooked details of life that bring joy and peace. Whether it's the feeling of the sun on your skin, the sound of rain, or the kindness of a friend, being mindful opens the door to gratitude. And when you live in a state of gratitude, it becomes much harder to drown in negativity. 7. Surround yourself with positive energy, not toxic people. The people you surround yourself with have a profound influence on your mood, mindset, and overall sense of peace. In Buddhism, it's often emphasized that we should be mindful of the company we keep, because the energy of those around us can either uplift us or drag us down. If you want to stay calm and positive in life, it's essential to surround yourself with positive energy and avoid the toxicity that some people bring. We all know people who drain our energy, those who constantly complain, spread negativity, or engage in harmful behaviors. These individuals, often referred to as toxic people, can influence your emotions, sap your mental energy, and even lower your self-esteem. Buddhism teaches that we need to protect our inner peace by setting boundaries with such people and consciously choosing to be around those who inspire, support, and uplift us. Buddha said, "An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind." This quote highlights the deep truth that toxic relationships can harm us far beyond the physical. They affect our mental and emotional well-being. Toxic people can introduce negativity into your thoughts, leading you to feel drained, anxious, or even doubting your self-worth. If you're not careful, their energy can start to control your mindset and actions. But surrounding yourself with positive energy is about more than just avoiding toxic people. It's also about actively seeking out those who bring joy, wisdom, and positivity into your life. These are the people who encourage your growth, help you see the bright side of things, and support you during tough times. They're the friends and loved ones who celebrate your successes and stand by you during failures. Buddhism emphasizes that when you align yourself with such positive energy, it helps you stay calm, focused, and in harmony with your true self. One of the key practices in Buddhism is mindfulness, being fully aware of the present moment, including your environment and the people in it. Through mindfulness, you can become more aware of how certain people or situations affect your energy. When you interact with someone, take a moment to reflect on how you feel afterward. Do you feel energized, inspired, and uplifted? Or do you feel drained, anxious, or emotionally exhausted? This simple practice can help you identify which relationships are nourishing and which are toxic. Now, it's important to note that avoiding toxic people doesn't always mean cutting them out of your life completely. Sometimes it's not possible to completely distance yourself from them, especially if they are family members, colleagues, or longtime friends. However, you can set healthy boundaries to limit their impact on your emotional well-being. Boundaries might mean limiting the time you spend with them, refusing to engage in negative conversations, or simply protecting your energy by not letting their negativity affect your mood. One effective way to set these boundaries is by practicing emotional detachment, which is also a core Buddhist teaching. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about others, but rather that you don't let their emotions or negativity influence your state of mind. When someone is being negative or toxic, try to observe their behavior without getting emotionally involved. Instead of reacting to their negativity, simply acknowledge it and let it pass without absorbing it. In addition to setting boundaries with toxic people, it's equally important to nurture your relationships with those who bring positivity into your life. Spend more time with people who inspire you, encourage you to grow, and bring out the best in you. These individuals are like sunshine. They bring warmth, light, and clarity to your life. When you're surrounded by this type of energy, it becomes much easier to stay calm, centered, and positive, even in challenging situations. In Buddhism, there's a concept called kalyana mitta, which means spiritual friends or good companions. These are the people who walk the path of growth and enlightenment with you. They help you stay focused on what matters, hold you accountable to your values, and offer wisdom during tough times. Cultivating these kinds of relationships is key to maintaining a peaceful and positive life. In essence, your spiritual friends can guide you towards inner peace, much like a mentor helps you grow in your journey of self-improvement. Another aspect of surrounding yourself with positive energy is being mindful of the environments you place yourself in. Toxic environments can be just as harmful as toxic people. Whether it's a stressful workplace, a chaotic home environment, or even the digital spaces you engage with, these can all affect your mood and outlook on life. Buddhism encourages us to create peaceful, harmonious environments that promote mindfulness and serenity. Take steps to declutter your physical spaces, spend time in nature, or engage with content and media that uplift your spirit rather than drain your energy. Lastly, it's important to remember that we, too, influence the energy around us. We have a responsibility to bring positivity into our relationships and environments. As the saying goes, be the energy you want to attract. When you cultivate positive energy within yourself, through mindfulness, gratitude, and compassion, you'll naturally begin to attract people with similar energy into your life. Positive energy is contagious, and by radiating it, you'll not only protect your own inner peace, but also create a ripple effect that benefits those around you. Surrounding yourself with positive energy involves both avoiding the toxicity of negative people and actively seeking out relationships that nourish your soul. Set boundaries with toxic individuals. Cultivate deep and meaningful relationships with those who inspire you, and be mindful of the environments you place yourself in. By doing so, you'll create a life filled with peace, positivity, and calmness.